Hey people, I'm live. Welcome to a very cold first full day of spring. It's Wednesday, March the 20th. I think it's around -3, but with the wind chill, it feels more like -11. It's very, very cold and windy. And we just had a crazy sudden snow squall that popped up a little while ago, but it's already over. It was a very short-lived burst of snow. So welcome everyone to the stream today. I'll try not to freeze my tuchus off. So hello to Advisorit and John Burke. Hello. Hello Sebastian. Yarrow Bumblefoot. My YouTube account, Vivian Johnson. Good evening. Billy T. What's up? Hello Gertij and Marge. Hello Wesley and Layla Kawai. Craig O'Connor. Hello Gabby. Nancy Mattis, hello. Good to see everyone. Mike A. Marie Palmer, what's up? Brad Palmer. Mark D, hello. True North Transparency, hello. It's very freezing out. Mina Sandoval, welcome. And Mike Landry in the house with a $2 super right off the bat. Much appreciated, Mike. Thank you so much. See who else we got in the house. Zach the vehicle enthusiast. Douglas Putnam, hello. Dave in Bangor, Maine. H. Hill. Paul Murphy. And hello Harjot and Unknown. Darren Ross. Mark Inchin. Wing Zero. Mr. Comments. XPP Zones. Got a good crowd here to kick things off. Almost 100 people already. Alright. Now let the freezing walk begin. I'm already anticipating rapid battery loss due to the cold and wind chill. And I'm already anticipating my power bank not functioning properly because of the cold, but we'll just see how it goes. So I'm on Sherborn Street. We're heading north. I'm going to go up to Wellesley, and then I'm going to head east. Or did I say east? I meant to say west. I'm going to head west on Wellesley. Hey, Toronto's doo-wop music guy. There's Allen Gardens across the street. Crossing Carlton. Hey, 60s Freak, how you doing? Yeah, power banks do not like the cold. Neither do cell phones. Hey, Jay Pintero, how you doing? Yeah, we had all that warm weather leading up to spring, and now that spring is really here, it feels like a cold winter day. JB Sizen, if I'm pronouncing that correctly. We're technically within the boundaries of downtown. This is the east side. The east side of what is considered downtown. We're not in the heart of downtown. Sort of on the edge. Hey, Alex Oliveira, how you doing? Marvin Engel, hello. Jay Reed, hello. Never too cold to scooter or longboard. I was out very early this morning recording a video, a pre-recorded video. Well, it was snowing. We had a very early morning snowfall. So that video will be coming up soon. So I think I'm going to head all along Wellesley, cut through Queen's Park, and then walk along Harbour Street. Hey Doug, how you doing? Snowing in London, Ontario. Yeah, we had a little burst of snow there about an hour ago. Can't really see any evidence of that now. Maybe it looks like it was hail. I see some remnants of hail over here. Hey, Liberty Tree. Eduardo Guerrero. 40 seconds in Etobicoke. I'd say it was like maybe a half an hour or so. We had our little sudden snow squall. It was all blowing around though, so it wasn't really settling on the ground very much. But it looks like there was some hail because I can see it here. Like a snow pellet, an ice pellet maybe, whatever you want to call it. Let's squish it. So all these little ice pellets here. Hey, Sean from Orlando. Henry got hit with the squall. I was inside all cozy and warm looking out the window going, should I go out in that and record a video? And I was like, nah, I already recorded a snow video at 6 o'clock in the morning. I think I'm good. Hey, Oscar Sanchez, howdy. Happy birthday to Marvin Engel. Calvi Cardoso. Alright, here's Wellesley Street. So we're going to start heading west here along Wellesley. That's looking east right there. Evening, Jenny. And I'm glad I'm changing direction. Cyclist versus motorist. Because I was walking right into the wind walking north, so maybe heading west will be a bit less hard on my face. Hey, Picard, engage. Although we will be walking into the setting sun heading west. So I guess I really can't win, right? I have to walk east or south right now, which I'm doing neither. Hey, Zach Fong. Lots of leftover hail here, or whatever you want to call it, snow pellets, ice pellets. They're pretty sturdy. It takes a while for them to melt or to disappear, especially when it's cold like this. Hey, Tom Seeley, welcome, and $5 super. Hey, Ken. Hi, Ken, do you like the Sherlock Holmes episode of The Next Generation? I love those episodes. Professor Moriarty trying to outwit the crew. Some of my favorite episodes, trying to outwit Data. Thank you very much for the super. Very much appreciated. Evening, Pine Sol. Hey, Jefferson Revis. Victor Tashi, hello. Yeah, it is freezing. It's as cold as any cold day in January or early February when winter is in full swing. Feels like that right now. Sebastian, I did. I didn't catch it live, but I caught the replay. So I posted a comment telling him I hope he makes a full recovery. And hope to see him back in Toronto sometime. So all the best to Jeff. It was a terrible thing to happen. This is the winter we never had. Yeah, we didn't get much of a winter this year. A few minor snow events, no big blizzard or anything like I have recorded in past years. Hey Marge, $5. Tim's Hot Chocolate is calling my name. I do like hot chocolate. I'm not a coffee drinker, but I do enjoy hot chocolate. Thank you very much, Marge. Very much appreciated. Thank you. Algernon Templeton, hello. You grew up near where Patrick Stewart. Well, that's awesome. And here is Jarvis Street. Hey, Christina Carrillo. I guess we're still at the rush hour time here. Rush hour is not just an hour in Toronto, it's more like about 8 hours. Rush 1/3 of the day. Work the other third and hopefully sleep the remaining third. That adds up to 24, right? 8 hours of rushing, 8 hours of working, and 8 hours of sleeping, maybe, if you're lucky. Hey, John Nicholson. '60s freak. Former Prime Minister Brian Mulroney passed away recently. So the flags were lowered to half staff. And then just yesterday, or I think it was yesterday, another well-known politician passed away. So I think the flags will be at half mast for a little while. Scott Ehrman, there are many skyscrapers under construction. We're going to walk past one under construction in just a few minutes. Brian Mulroney passed away, Liberty Tree. He was a prime minister from the mid-80s to the 90s, going into the 90s. Mulroney? Mulroney. His son is a entertainment guy, Ben Mulroney. Maybe you've seen him on TV. Does those sort of entertainment type shows talking about celebrity gossip and things like that. Christina, no, my building is not proposed for any redevelopment, and hopefully it never will be. Crossing Church Street. Heart of the village here. Hey, Brian McDonald, hello. No worries, Zach Thong. Jeez, I'm wondering if I should just plug in my power bank now. Just to give it more time to do its thing before it's any colder. It's in my pocket. Do I cook? Not so much. Just simple things like pasta and things I can just stick in the oven out of a box, that sort of thing. Don't do much cooking from scratch. It is cold. I'm going to step inside Wellesley subway station here and plug in my power bank now. I'm still at 77% battery, but that's already pretty low considering I just started the stream 22 minutes ago. This will be a nice warm place for me to do this so my hands don't freeze while I try to plug things in. Hey, Grizzly Giant, hello. English is indeed my main language. The only one I've mastered, if you can even say that. All right. Just making sure this power bank is securely connected here. So this is Wellesley subway station. Let's head back out into the cold. The cold. Peter. I think so, because I believe the village people were named after Greenwich Village in New York, which is also a gay village, such as Church Wellesley Village here. Or it was a gay village. I think it still is in New York. Alright, we're at Yonge and Wellesley. Oh yeah, many Canadians are fluent in French, especially the people who live in Quebec. Some Canadians speak only French and don't speak any English. It is one of our official languages, French and English. Yeah, my parade stream did get a couple of copyright claims, 2 of them, unfortunately. I pretty much expected that. Hey, Alan K, good evening. Look down Young. Just try not to run into any people here. There's people everywhere. It is indeed bullshit. You are correct, Nancy. Scott Ehrman, here's a skyscraper under construction. And there are a couple more up Yonge Street you might have noticed when I was looking up that way. Hey, Trisha Garrity, hello. Cold walking this way. The wind is still blowing in my face. This is one of those days where no matter which direction you're walking, the wind will still be blowing in your face somehow. Those are the best days, aren't they? Hey, Michelle Gray, hello. Steve Grant. George Howard, greetings. Rick Ratu. Hey, my face is already frozen, but that's okay. Pretty soon it'll be too numb to feel anything, so I'd rather it be numb and unfeeling. Hey, crikey, hello. Is nasty, yes. Amanda, that's true. The wind tunnel is very real in Toronto. Skyscraper canyons and winter winds. are not a pleasant combination. Canyons like this, if you're walking on a windy day, you're going to notice it. All right, let's head west here towards Queen's Park. We'll get away from the skyscraper canyons. It's a more low-slung area over here. Maybe the wind won't be so wind tunnelish. We're going to be coming through the University of Toronto campus. Hey, Justin Turdo. Tom Bikes 416, good evening. Randall Mattel. Welcome everyone. Hope you vicariously enjoy watching me walk around freezing from the comfort of your homes. Going, dang, it looks cold out there. Glad it's him and not me. There, the wind has died down now. Whew, let's hope it stays that way. Somebody's got to do it, that's right. Leave it to a special breed of doofus, such as myself and a few others you might know, to subject ourselves to harsh weather conditions willingly on a regular basis for your entertainment. And we love it. The wind chill is minus 11, yeah, feels about right. Alright, here's Queen's Park Crescent and Queen's Park right over here. It's a nice University of Toronto buildings now. Regis College Jesuit School of Theology. Is it snowing in Calgary? I'm a martyr and a glutton for punishment. All of the above, I guess. Hey, Candle Airwhack. These clouds look like they want to dump more snow on us here. Maybe we'll get another snow squall. They look like storm clouds. If it is a squall, that wouldn't be so bad. They usually don't last very long and kind of dramatic. Might be fun. battle through that for a little while, as long as it ends before my phone or gimbal get wet. Vias A, yep. You were here about 30 minutes ago? Wow, you can see all kinds of snow. I missed it, but that bus went by and I guess it had snow accumulated on its roof, and as it was driving along it was all blowing off in a pretty neat looking plume. Good evening, Carlos. That's King Edward on the horse. I don't know if India had anything to do with this statue or not. Hey, Dan Harmson. Sheboygan is directly west on the same latitude, right? So what you get, we'll probably get the next day in terms of weather. Yeah, we're in Queen's Park. Yeah, it is sunny, but every once in a while these dark clouds move in and dump a bunch of snow or hail on us, and then they move on again. Sort of like on St. Patrick's Day. That was crazy weather. It was sunny, then it was snowing, then it was sunny, and I think it was raining at one time. Got everything in the space of like a 90-minute live stream. Good evening, Kevin Hawthorne. Noble Cost. I'll do my best, but it might be hard to ignore your presence. And there's Hogwarts. Oops, I mean Trinity College. They look so similar. Hey, Randall Mattel, a $10 super sticker. Thank you very, very much. And George Howard, $5. Ken, here's a little something for a hot drink. Thank you to both of you, Randall and George, for your support. Very much appreciated. Thank you so much. This is a pretty awesome building here too, but it doesn't have the Hogwarts quality. If you look at really old aerial photographs of Toronto from the 19th century, you'll see some of these buildings in those photographs, even though much of the surrounding city hadn't even really been fully developed yet. But the U of T campus already existed, and many of the buildings had already been constructed. It's kind of neat.
Excuse me?
Yeah.
Where'd you get that?
The gimbal?
Yeah.
I got this from Amazon, but you can buy them at Best Buy.
Okay.
Yeah, it's just a stabilizer. Yeah, you need one?
Yeah. I do.
Yeah, yeah.
Yeah. Would you recommend that one?
Yeah, I would recommend this one. This is the DJI model, and there are all sorts of different models. This one is about $160. You can get some that are cheaper and some that are more expensive. Yeah. I'd use it to do my live streams because it stabilizes everything really nice, you know, when I'm walking.
I see that. That's
Yeah.
so cool.
So no jumping or bumping or anything like that. Yeah. Yeah.
So what do you live stream?
I just do walks around the city. Yeah. So I get like a few hundred people watching usually, you know, and they watch from all over the world. You know, people are interested in Toronto, and I give them a little tour, even on freezing cold days. Yeah. Do you want to say hi to the crowd here?
Hey, everybody.
Hello.
I hope you guys have a blessed life. Bye.
Yeah. It was awesome. Yeah. Well, the channel's called the Ken Continuum. If you're curious, if you want to check the Ken Continuum. Yeah. All right.
Sound cool. Sad.
Well, I don't know about that, but all right. Thanks. Nice meeting you. Very friendly passerby. She's interested in buying a gimbal. I guess maybe she wants to do some video recording in a nice stabilized manner. Maybe I'll get a commission for the gimbal sale. Yeah, I should have mentioned that there's a link in my description directly to this gimbal. Oh well, if she's watching later, there's a link in the description where you can see where this gimbal can be found. Hey Toby, I'm just scrolling back through the comments here to see if I missed anything. And the snow is coming down. There we go. Those dark clouds have decided to dump more snow on us here. And more wind. Whoa, lots of wind. But with all this wind, the snow is just blowing around, so it's not landing on my phone or gimbal, thankfully. Yeah, look at this house here. Most of these are university property and are used for academic buildings or residences or things of that nature. Why do I live in Toronto? Because I love it. Because I love big cities. I've loved big cities ever since I was a kid. And I live in Canada, and this is the biggest city in Canada, so this is where I want to be. Plus, I grew up just a few hours north of Toronto, so this was the most familiar big city to me in Canada also. The one I would visit most often. So after I had enough of living in my hometown, I knew that this was the only place. Hello! This was the only place I'd want to live, and so here I am. I moved here in 2010. Hey, don't eat the squid. That's right. Robarts Library. Some people love it, some people hate it. I like it. Looks like a giant turkey from some angles. I think that's another reason why I like it. Moose sighting right here. Got a moose silhouette. A Loke G official channel. Robert Armstrong, yes, we must continue. Yeah, maybe in the next month or so, the trees will start sprouting some greenery again. Doesn't feel like it right now, though. Toronto, Montreal, Vancouver, Victoria is awesome. Ottawa is decent too. Quebec City, Halifax, even Hamilton is decently urban, you know, the lower city. But Toronto is just so much bigger than all of them. You could put most of those other cities together and Toronto would still be bigger. I mean, Montreal is obviously a big city too. But you could put Montreal and Vancouver together, and I think it would still be smaller than the Greater Toronto area. And if you add Hamilton to make it the Greater Toronto and Hamilton area, then you'd have to add in another city like maybe like Calgary or Edmonton or Ottawa. Keep switching my power bank port here to see if it'll work better. Hey, Sal Smith, that's true. The only two really big urban cities, if we're talking real big urban cities, are Toronto and Montreal. Vancouver is pretty decent, but it's not quite in the same league as Montreal, let alone Toronto. Hey, Bobby O'Brien, hello. Hello, Pamela. Good to have you. Toronto isn't what it used to be. Well, that's true. Although I guess it's a matter of opinion whether it's better than it used to be or worse than it used to be. I tend to lean towards better for various reasons. Since I like big cities and skyscrapers and dense urban environments, I'd say Toronto is better now than it used to be for all of that. Of course, some problems come along with all of that, which are just part of life in a big, dense city, right? But I'm willing to deal with it. Hey, Orata, yeah, 2006, hello. Yeah, people say all kinds of things. Doesn't necessarily mean it's true. Vancouver has a nice beach. Yeah, Toronto has some nice beaches too, though. We have a whole neighborhood named after beaches. Woodbine Beach is an awesome beach. Really big, too. Alright, here is Spadina. Hey, Jane DeGeneron, hello. That's right, there's no ocean in Toronto. Just a big, really big lake that you can't see the other side of. Unless you're on a tall building. Hey, John O'Meara, hello. Okay, we passed 300 viewers. Thanks everyone for checking out the stream as I walk around freezing my face off. I think this is what The Weeknd was talking about when he wrote that song some years ago. You know the one. The Weeknd, a Torontonian who's experienced this sort of weather. That's right, hit the like, hit the share, and hit the subscribe if you haven't already done so. If you subscribe, you can come and say hi in the chat if you want, or you can just lurk. But if you want to lurk, hit the subscribe anyway. And hit the notification bell also. Hit all the buttons, basically, is what I like to say. Billy T, I am on Harvard Street. So we're coming through Harvard Village, another neighborhood called a village here. Most of the neighborhoods in Toronto are called this or that village. Because a lot of them are like little towns unto themselves, and some of them actually used to be little towns that just got absorbed by Toronto as the city grew. Hey, Nancy Mattis, $10. Can I request a singing of a song from me, Minnie the Mooch, from the Blues Brothers by Cab Calloway. And questions of the 1980s film Heaven. My chat went away on me. Heaven Help Us was filmed at Trinity College. And get a hot cocoa. Thank you so much, Nancy. Thank you very much for the generous super chat, Nancy. I don't know if I can sing Minnie the Mooch, you know? I love the movie The Blues Brothers, though. The most memorable scene to me in that movie, as far as singing goes, is when they're in that really roughneck cowboy bar. And everyone hates them, so in order to win them over, they start singing the theme from Rawhide. Get 'em up, move 'em on, get 'em up, Rawhide. Move 'em on, get 'em up, Rawhide. Right? I remember that. And then they love them. So sorry about the lack of Minnie the Moocher, but I hope you enjoyed my rendition of the hot Rawhide theme. I'm covered in ice, yeah. This is where you cue the famous song by Vanilla Ice that ripped off Queen and David Bowie. Did Donkey sing that song in Shrek 2? I don't know. I'll have to rewatch that. Matha Roti. Indian roti is really, really good. I might even like it a bit more than like roti from the Caribbean. Islami, sorry I don't understand your comment, but welcome to the stream anyway. Thank you very much, Vivian. That's right. Do all those things that Vivian suggests right there. She knows what she's talking about. Moderator extraordinaire, Vivian Johnson. You can trust in her. Strange place for a random post here. What is this supposed to even do? It's just a post with nothing attached to it. Let's just put a post in the middle of the sidewalk. What is this? Bangkok? It's art. I only say that about Bangkok because from watching recent streams from Bangkok, the sidewalks there are just littered with random obstructions. Doesn't seem like the most friendly place for a pedestrian in many parts of the city. It's like the monolith. Da-da, dum 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 dum. Hey Smitty, hello. Yeah, the old power bank is still having trouble here. My battery is dying. It's dying not as quickly though. The power bank is slowing down the decline of the battery, but Still going down. It's just too freaking cold and windy out here. Hey, it's Pizza Gigi. This was included in the One Bite Pizza Reviews YouTube channel. I think they gave it a pretty decent rating. I've never tried it though. Hey, happy birthday to Wesley. Sorry, I didn't notice that earlier. And Pizza Nova. This is a chain, but I think it's one of the better chains. As a way to stay warm. Here to Fiji, nothing beats Pizza Gigi. And Fantasy Kitchen, pizza, burgers, and wraps. Well, hopefully the food is not just a fantasy. You make your order, you pay your money, and then they give you an empty plate. They go, just imagine that there's awesome food on here, and just imagine you're eating it. No, I haven't been to the new Taco Bell. The one on College, you mean? Or the one in Union Station? Last time I checked, neither of them had opened yet. So maybe if one is open, I'll check it out. Alright, here's Bathurst Street. There's another new Taco Bell near Bloor and Ossington. I guess that's replacing the one that was in front of the Dufferin Mall. Because that whole area is a bit of a construction site right now. Let me try the other port on my power bank again. I just keep switching back and forth, hoping that one of these will take and things will start, if not charging, at least holding steady with the power level on my phone. Let's walk up this laneway. I've never done this, I don't think, in any video. Or have I? Maybe I have a long time ago. Hey, film mission. Let's hope that's just a temporary blip. Yeah, this isn't Graffiti Alley, if you're wondering. That's down by Queen Street West, pretty far away from here. This is just a random alley. Almost every alley in Toronto is full of graffiti. Just Graffiti Alley is just the one that is the most well known for having the best pieces, if you're into looking at graffiti. Most of them just look like this, though. Hey, thanks, Film Mission. Yeah, I have two gloves on my gimbal holding hand. Good old double glove. And my other hand has no glove, but I keep it in my pocket because I need my fingers to use the touchscreen on my phone. Hey, Kristen Fuller, hello. We're over 1 hour into the stream. I'm at 59% battery, dropping very slowly due to the power bank, but still going down, unfortunately. You know, I don't think I've ever walked through this particular alleyway, actually. I don't remember seeing any of this. Strange, I haven't done this before. Hey, Canada Cop Watch, thank you very much. Welcome to the Ken Continuum. So here's the redevelopment of Honest Ed's right ahead of us. Let's see if Mervish Village, the old Mervish Village, is getting closer to reopening over here on Markham Street. This was a cool little area that was bought by developers as part of this redevelopment. It had like little shops and galleries and bars and things like that. So the developers bought all the old homes, but they preserved them, as you can see. So it's not open yet, but in the future this will reopen and hopefully become another cool little strip again. And this is going to be pedestrianized. A pedestrian-only little stretch here, which is an improvement over what it used to be. It's a temporarily fenced-in community. This is a pretty big project that's been going on here for years. Redeveloping the former Honest Ed's. And these are rental apartments, not condos. Some of them are affordable also. Not a lot, unfortunately, but some. Walking towards the east, you can see Bloor, Yorkville off in the distance. How long was it there? You mean Honest Ed's or Mervish Village? Both of them for decades, starting from like the 1950s or something, or 40s for Honest Ed's, and then Mervish Village was there at least from the 60s until about 10 years ago, or maybe a little less than 10 years ago. Hey, Todd Boothby. How long will the fence be there? hopefully not too much longer, another year maybe, and that will be opened. Hey, Robert Armstrong, new phone. Not over here. Unless you're requesting I get a new phone. I will eventually. This one's still holding out pretty well. As long as it's not freezing cold, the battery still lasts decently long. About 2 hours on a warm day if I'm live streaming. Hey, thanks, Orada. Mervish Village, you should live here. So we got some new retail coming all along all sides of this development here. This LCBO opened a little while ago. Kristen, yeah, we got a couple of little snow squalls, including just recently while I was streaming. My battery seems to be holding steady at 59%. Let's see if it stays there. It hasn't dropped in about 5 minutes. But this wind, holy moly, it's terrible here. That's true, Alan. It overheats in the summer. This phone doesn't do well in extreme conditions. It doesn't like when it's too hot or too cold. Good old Bloor West. Yep. So last time I came this way, I didn't walk through the Annex. I went north up Bathurst here. So this time, let's take a walk through the Annex. Even though it's cold and freezing, it might still be lively and interesting. We'll see. Crit, yep. Let's see if it'll go up there, up to that number. Now we're heading east on Bloor Street in the Annex neighborhood here. This is an awesome neighborhood. I've been through here many times in many other videos and streams. It's usually always lively, no matter what the weather is. Carlos, I will be walking past Spadina again. I already did once. But I'm heading back towards it now again. Here's the Hot Docs Ted Rogers Cinema. I heard there might be some trouble with the Hot Docs Film Festival, the documentary film festival here in the city. I heard they're having some issues with funding and they're not sure if they'll be able to continue the festival. That would be a very sad turn of events. Hey, Limitless Thinker, how you doing? Hello, Tosh. Yeah, that's true. U of T students love to hang out here in the Annex. Tons of pubs and restaurants, bars, that sort of thing. Live music here at Lee's Palace, famous live music venue. And they even have an Annex Mart. Popper's Pub over there. I remember going there before. And there used to be a ton of sushi places along here. Some of them are still around. Sushi on Bloor. It's cold enough that it's hard for me to talk right now. My mouth doesn't want to properly form words, as you can see. Like sushi on Bloor used to be really highly regarded. I don't know if they still are as much as they used to be. And there's a bunch of other sushi places, including one that I always used to go to, which closed down some years ago, called Big Sushi. Unfortunately, it's gone and not coming back. Crafty Coyote. Thai bar and restaurant. And if you go west past Bathurst, you'll go through Koreatown, which is a really neat neighborhood also. You don't like sushi, Mr. Comments? I only like vegetarian sushi, like avocado and cucumber, like California rolls. Hey, Lisa, we were walking through your hood just a little while ago. Bulk Barn, that's a really handy store. You can find all kinds of awesome things in there for a good price. Buy it in bulk, of course. You can get moose sushi. That's interesting. Oh, look at this dog. Friendly guy or girl. Vegan sushi across the street there. Monkey sushi. So there's still quite a few sushi places here. And shrooms, that's right. You can get psychedelic mushrooms in Toronto now from storefronts. I don't think they're entirely legal though. As far as I know, mushrooms haven't been legalized the way weed has, but I think they're trying the same tactics with the mushrooms as they did with weed, opening up dispensaries. Back in the day, weed stores used to open up before it was legal. And a lot of them were just tolerated. Every once in a while there might have been a raid or something, but then they would just open up again, like sometimes hours later, and just carry on. See the sky? Yep. Vancouver and Toronto are really the two cities that go all out on this sort of thing, you know. Even Montreal doesn't really seem to do it the way Toronto and Vancouver do. BMV Books, an awesome multi-story bookstore. It looks like it's closed. I thought this place stayed open late all the time. I know they have late hours on some nights, some days of the week. They close early-ish. Didn't they used to stay open late though? I seem to remember that. Maybe I'm imagining things. And Belly Buster. This is my favorite place to get submarine sandwiches. I did a video just recently with my friend Jim when he was in town where we walked to a Belly Buster, the one on King Street. Oh, Lisa. Okay, that's 7. That's not very late at all. Maybe in the summer they extend their hours. I don't know. I guess we'll find out. I don't remember this place. Potbelly is good. Is this new? I don't remember this being here. More sushi here. Mr. Sub all the way. Yeah, the only thing is Mr. Subs are almost non-existent now. There used to be a bunch of them all around town. Now I struggle to think of where one is even located. At least in the downtown area.
So what you get is a lot of families. Oh yeah. Yeah.
Sing the Ken song.
Okay. All right, see ya.
You mean the one where it goes, these are the Kens I know, these are the Kens I know, these are the Kens I know, these are the Kens I know. Some of us are Kenneths, but most of us are Kens. We all have our own hands, but we come from different moms. Hey, hello! I think that guy knew who I was there, just as I was singing the Ken song. Hey, JP Atherton, how you doing?
You know what?
342 people in the house, not too shabby. Freezing cold. On a freezing cold Wednesday evening here in the city. Welcome. Hope you enjoy watching me walk around as my hand turns into a frozen claw. I think I needed triple gloves. Double gloves is just not doing it. Have a good night, Canada Cop Watch. Thanks for checking out the channel. Thanks for subbing. And anyone else who's new to the stream, hope you're enjoying and welcome. Also, feel free to hit the subscribe and come and say hi in the chat. Hey, Cycling Options from Sacramento. It is very cold right here right now. You are correct. We had some very nice mild weather over the last few weeks, way above seasonal, but now that spring has begun, winter decided to reappear and go, hey man, I'm not done with it yet. As she do, that's right. Sal Smith, $10. Thanks for the live. Don't lose any digits. I'll try my best. I keep alternating from one hand to the other and sticking the frozen hand in my pocket to warm up. System seems to work pretty well. Thank you very kindly for the $10. And Jay Reed, $6.99 super chat. Thank you also, Jay Reed, for your support. Big thanks to both of you. Very much appreciated. And we have some snow coming down again, I think. Or maybe not. I think it was just debris blowing in the wind and hitting me in the face. I felt like snowflakes. There's just random debris blowing around in the wind, that's all. Hey Yahia, how you doing? Ah, you know where all the art is and who does it. It's always handy when Lisa's in the chat. If you're walking through an area with graffiti, she knows who the artists are for all the pieces. Winter is showing us who's boss. So last time I walked by here, I failed to point out the Beta Shoe Museum. So, hey look, it's the Beta Shoe Museum. It's a museum of shoes. The history of footwear is all to be found there. All 6,000 years of footwear history. If you're interested in shoes and footwear, check it out. There's one day of the week where it's free admission, so you can always go on that day if you like. I'm not sure which day it is. Did I say beta? Bata? Bata, beta, tomato, tomato? Yeah, bata, okay. You say bata, I say beta. Beta, bata, let's call the whole thing off. This hot dog stand has been here as long as I can remember. When I first moved to Toronto, it was $2. $2 for a veggie dog. Now it's $6. So from 2010 till now, that's how much the price has risen. The veggie dogs are pretty big, so I remember paying $2. At that time, felt like a great deal because it's a big veggie dog. Not like those ones you buy at the grocery store. I don't know if they're worth $6 though, you know? Definitely $2, $3, sure, $4. Yeah, probably. But once you go into the $5-6 range, I don't know. It would just be a once in a while kind of thing. When I first moved here, though, I had savings when I first moved to the city because I didn't have a job lined up or anything. I just moved here with my savings, hoping that that would tide me over. But it took longer to find a job than I thought it would, and I spent all my savings, and it got to the point where going to the $2 hot dog stand was my dinner. Well, it's time for dinner. Let's go to the hot dog stand and get one of those giant $2 veggie dogs. And I was actually pretty okay with that. I thought, like, yeah, it's a pretty filling meal for $2. Thankfully, though, I did eventually get a job and everything was okay after that. It just took a while. Varsity Stadium, that's right. University of Toronto. And the site of a famous concert in 1969 called the Toronto Rock and Roll Revival. And it had lots of 1950s rock and rollers. But what made the concert famous was that John Lennon was invited and agreed to attend the concert because he idolized lots of those 1950s rock and rollers, such as Chuck Berry. And so he came to play the show. This was before the Beatles had really officially broken up. But he formed a band just for this concert called the Plastic Ono Band. And that was where they played their very first show as a live band. And also Alice Cooper played one of his first shows there as well. And the Doors played too. So it turned out to be a pretty big event. Thanks, Novokos. 13 years later. Hey, William, how you doing? Whoa, sudden unexpected music. This is where we saw that guy on the longboard who was going along and going, "Oh yeah!" Remember that guy? I wonder where he is right now. The "oh yeah" guy. Hey, Rarefied Tennis, how you doing? There's the Royal Ontario Museum. So this time I will walk through the Mink Mile. Last time I didn't. Just so I don't do the same thing again. I don't like to repeat myself too soon, you know, when I do a stream or a video. I try not to do that same route again for a while. There's the "oh no" guy now. Too cold. Oh no! I'm not going out in that. Well, last time I walked through Yorkville, so I was actually going to not do Yorkville. I'm just going to walk along Bloor. I'll stick to Bloor Street. Royal Ontario Museum. There's also one day of the week that's free admission here also, but expect big lines. All the major museums and the Art Gallery of Ontario have one day of the week with free admission. It's just going to be crowded, and you might have to wait in line. And I guess this just opened up here. This is a new luxury watch store at the base of the Park Hyatt Hotel. Sort of extending the Mink Mile a bit further west here. This wind. I'm going to be walking through more tall buildings here, so back into the wind tunnel I go. Hey Jeanette, welcome. You think I could use one of those, Scott? I used to be a watch fanatic. I used to have tons of watches, and I would collect all the coolest watches. I was into watches that were like, you know, calculator watches or watches with radios built into them, that sort of thing. And I had all kinds of them. And now I don't even wear a watch anymore. Yeah, I had to buy one of those vacuum cleaner watches. I wonder what happened to that one. I think my favorite one was one I had that had glow-in-the-dark hands. For some reason when I was a kid, I just loved turning off the lights so I could see the hands glowing in the dark. I found that endlessly entertaining. And Nancy Mattis, $2 super chat. The oh yeah guy was with Henry last Friday at Comic-Con. I didn't know that. Maybe I'll have to check out the replay of that stream. Thank you once again, Nancy, for your support. This scaffolding is still here. This has been here forever. Maybe it's shorter now. I think they took some of it down. It used to be longer because it used to extend past this entrance here, so that's good. Hopefully eventually it will be gone altogether. Let's walk through here though, so I can avoid the scaffolding. Ferragamo. How can I intentionally mispronounce that name? Ferragamo? For all I know, that's how you're supposed to pronounce it. Got Prada over there. Is it Ferragamo or is it Ferragamo? The ladder way. Yeah, I always keep an eye out for cyclists before I walk across the bike path. I look both ways, even though it's a one-way bike path. I still look both ways. Because in Toronto, those Uber cyclist guys like to ride the wrong way down the bike path. If they're not on the sidewalk, that is. Yeah, I think New York City and Toronto are the North American capitals of scaffolding on the sidewalks. What with all the non-stop construction in both cities. Yeah, Action Kid hates the scaffolding probably more than I do. He gets irritated when he sees it and he's like, "Oh, I'm not walking through there." And I'm starting to do the same thing. He'll cross the street just to avoid scaffolding, and I'm totally down with that. I start to do that now too. LLL, what's the best restaurant in Toronto? Well, I'm not the biggest foodie or anything. It all depends, I guess, on who you ask. Maybe someone in the chat who knows more about restaurants will make some suggestions there. There are tons of fantastic restaurants, though. This is legit one of the best food cities in the world, I would say. And that's not hyperbole. That's just not Torontonian boastfulness or anything. It's just a fact. See, just as I was talking about, food delivery cyclist on the sidewalk. Gertrude, I haven't had dinner yet. I just had a big heaping bowl of Vector. I was up super early this morning. As I mentioned, I went out and recorded a 6 a.m. walk in the snow. And then I was out and about until around 12 noon. And then when I got home, It was going on 1 o'clock, and I went back to bed and slept for a few hours. And then when I got up, I started preparing for the live stream, and I just had a big bowl of Vector. So that's pretty much all I've had today, is a big bowl of Vector cereal. There's the moon between the skyscrapers. Crescent moon. Hey, Java Fran, how you doing? The first quarter moon phase. Thank you, Mr. Comments, for a more precise way to reference the current phase of the moon. Ferragamo, is that how you pronounce that? Yeah, Jeanette, we've had some unusual weather today here in Toronto. It's been sunny with blue sky, and then dark, forbidding clouds, and then a sudden burst of snow and hail and ice pellets, and then sunny again, and then more dark clouds and more snow. It's just been one of those kind of days. And the wind, though, has been constant cold, freezing wind. Yeah, that's right. There's a penthouse unit for sale here at the under construction future super tall called The One, that I think lists for $33 million. Looking south down Yonge Street. Walk light is on for all crossings. Walk light is on for all crossings. Yeah, that one's not big enough for me, Alan K. I'm going to hold out for a nice 50 million penthouse condo. They'll have to build a new building especially for me, and then I'll buy that one. I just need $50 million in super chats, and then that can happen. Hey, Callum Guno. Gimbal's acting a bit weird here. Doesn't seem to want to do what it's supposed to do. There we go. There. I think it's having trouble with the cold here. So we're on Bloor Street East now, still heading east. Thanks, Mr. Comments. Now I'm ready to move in. This building is very tall and impressive, but from what I hear, it's not really a luxury building at all. I think it was sort of advertised as being fairly luxury, but it didn't really turn out that way from what I hear. Hey, Jeanette, Morales is $7 towards the $55 million condo. Thank you. It's the first step to penthouse living. Much appreciated, Jeanette. Thank you. My touchscreen doesn't want to work very well right now. Jeez. But at least the power bank is keeping the phone alive, surprisingly. You bought the first brick with your name on it. It'll be the cornerstone, Jeanette. The cornerstone at ground level so everyone can see. Fasting is good for you. Yeah, I do intermittent fasting, so I'm used to not eating for long periods of time, and I'm used to it. And to be honest, I don't feel hunger pangs or pains much at all. I just eat when I figure it's time to eat. Like, my body doesn't like go crazy, or I don't feel sick or anything like that. I just go, well, I haven't eaten for 16 hours, I think it's time to eat now, right? So my body's totally used to it. I can go all day without having anything to eat, and I feel perfectly fine. Some people start to lose their mind when they're hungry, right? Or they start to shut down, or they become hangry. Megan gets hangry. So if she's hungry and the hanger is setting in, you definitely have to get some food in her. You get a headache, yeah? That's not so bad, but some people it's far worse. Alan K, $5. Got dibs on the second brick. You'll go on the other cornerstone, Alan K. Thank you very, very much. Much appreciated, Alan. Thank you. Taylor Swift is in Toronto. Yeah, she's going to do a collab with me. She came here specifically for that. I guess they finally took down their Christmas lighting here at Manulife headquarters. They had it on for quite a while into the new year. It was all green and red. Still looks awesome at night, but the lighting really added something to it. That's right, Noble Costs. You don't want to experience that. You still have your Christmas stuff up, Jane? I think I have a friend who told me she still has her Christmas tree up. She just loves Christmas so much that she puts the tree up way ahead of time, like in October or early November, and then she doesn't want to take it down, so it stays up well into the new year. Whereas I don't even do Christmas. I don't even do anything Christmas related, really. I just go, hey, Merry Christmas, and do a stream or a video or something. Whoa, what a drop in the sidewalk there. I am a swift walker, yeah. Always have been. Back in my hometown, from the time I was a kid until I moved away as an adult, I was known as the guy who walks around. People who didn't know me just saw me all the time, and I was just one of those recognizable characters that you would see all the time, especially in a small city like North Bay where I grew up. And I would just be the guy who walks around. It's like, hey, there's that guy again. He's walking. He's doing that thing where he walks. I would just walk across town and back again. Sort of like when Forrest Gump jogged across America. I had my long hair. You were a walking person too, Novokos? So when I moved to Toronto, I just continued the walking around. And then eventually I combined it with YouTube, so there you go. My hidden talent, that's right. I shouldn't divulge that information, Scott. There might be some government officials watching, ready to dissect me or something. Look, it's an electric bus. All electric. Not hybrid. Welcome. We haven't heard any sirens on this stream yet. Almost 2 hours in. I don't recall hearing any. It's funny, some streams it's just non-stop constant sirens. Ambulances, police cars, fire trucks. And tonight, nothing. I wonder if the cold has anything to do with it. Let's see if we hear some sirens now that I mentioned that. It's like Murphy's Law, you know? windy as heck. Holy moly, right. Sherborn Street, let's head south here. This is where I was at the beginning of the stream, although at the other end of Sherborn. K step challenge. Yeah, I don't think I've done more than 30 something K steps while I've been doing this channel anyway. Somewhere over 30K. I've walked more than that years ago though, before I ever did YouTube, back in my guy who walks around days. My pace, I can do, let me think, I can do 6,000 steps in 1 hour or thereabouts. So a 3-hour stream is like 18,000 steps, and I do those regularly. This is brutal. Hey JD, hello. Isabella Hotel. Strangely enough, it's not on Isabella Street, which is, I guess it is. My bad. It's at the corner of Sherborn and Isabella. For a second I thought Isabella was a bit further south. I just did a video walking along Isabella Street actually. Kind of an interesting street. There's one of the Freshcos I go to. I'm not going to go to that one tonight. I am going to end up at a grocery store though, just not that one. (10 to 15 centimeters of snow for Friday. Wow. That might be the biggest snowfall of the season. We never had any snowfall that big during the whole winter. And now that winter's over, we might be getting a big dumping of snow. Wouldn't you know it? I think here in the city we never got more than like 5 to 10 centimeters of snow at any given time during a snowfall. More like 5 centimeters downtown. Yeah, that's true, Lisa. Oftentimes these things don't materialize, or they might be in the more outlying areas that get dumped on. Well, in the city we don't get much, especially in downtown. The groundhog lied to us. It looked like it was telling the truth for a while there. We were having almost summer-like temperatures. It hit 20 degrees at one point not too long ago. So we're over 2 hours in. I don't know if this is going to be a 3-hour stream. I don't think so. I don't think tonight's the night for one of those long streams. We're coming back to Wellesley Street here, so this is where I came up to at the beginning of the stream. So this time I'm going to walk east on Wellesley. I'll take us over to Parliament Street. And we'll walk down through Cabbagetown. I can't feel my face anymore, so that's good. Cue the weekend. So let's walk past St. Jamestown. Sebastian, yeah. I was watching a replay of his live stream from the hospital he did. What a horrible thing to happen. Hopefully a complete recovery. Hey, have a great evening, Jeanette. Thanks for dropping by and thank you for your support. Hope to see you next time in my upcoming premiere or the next stream.
Hey, Cloud. Look at fucking videotaping, man. All right, screw.
Well, we had our first dingus. Well, we are going into the east side now, so that sort of thing is not completely unexpected, right? This is my part of town. I'm very familiar with it. My recent video where I walked around downtown east got a lot of views. I think it's around 15,000 views or so. And counting. Yeah, he's like, don't, hey clown, don't be videotaping me. Videotaping? I'm just walking around with a big camcorder like Marty McFly from Back to the Future. Duck! Hey, Pappy, how you doing? Hey, Reggie Gagno, hello. Hey, Leafy X, hello. St. Jamestown. Some of those buildings are very troubled. Other ones are decent. It's sort of a building by building situation here in St. Jamestown. The neighborhood as a whole doesn't have a good reputation, but some of the buildings are not so bad. It just depends on which one you're in. And if you're in a bad one, then you're probably not going to have a good time living in there. Gordon Freeman, hello. These are all boarded up. I see the lights are on in some of them now, even though they're boarded up. Hey, Dopey Tripod. And John123, welcome. All right, so here's Parliament Street. Hey, John Barrientos, hello. So this is Old Cabbagetown. A nice old school corner store here. Another one across the street. Did you see my video, Sal Smith? My compilation of encounters. That video is gradually accumulating more and more views. Some videos will get like a certain amount of views over a week or so, and then they'll just sort of die right down and won't get very many more views after that. Other videos might start off normally, but then they just keep on getting views for years and years and just growing and growing in view count, sometimes over the course of 3, 4, 5 years. I think that compilation video is going to be one of those. And maybe my recent video walking through downtown East will also be one of those videos. Hey, Chatty Cathy. I don't think I noticed you were here. Hello. Yeah, this is a really neat stretch here. We're heading south down Parliament Street. And here's one of the last remaining gas stations in downtown. There are like about 5 or 6 gas stations on the east side, and then maybe the same number on the west side. Yeah, that's the one, Mr. Comments. I think the thumbnail for that video might have lured in more viewers. Old Cabbagetown. Rexall is open late. How late is late? What are their hours? 9 p.m. That's not that late. To me, at least 10 or 11 is what I would consider late. 9 is standard, right? Even the Eaton Center is open till 9 or 9:30. Hey, Giuseppe, welcome. I remember looking at this with Megan in another stream a long time ago. Hey, good job, Harjot. And Giuseppe, yep, happy first full day of spring. Doesn't feel very much like spring today, though. Canadian Contemporary Dance Theatre. I think this used to be an old movie theater way back in the day. Is there no historic plaque or anything here? I don't think so. It looks like this building, though, is proposed to be redeveloped, but they're going to retain the old building at the base and build on top. That's a very Torontonian thing. Cabbagetown Corner Convenience, and this is sort of a very well-known mural here. It was a good day for gold and silver. It says buy stocks. So there's Carlton Street. I think her stroller needs some oil. Good day for coffee, says Java Fran. Or hot chocolate in my case, since I don't drink coffee. Parliament Furniture. There's like an old school futon there. I guess they still look the same, you know. Futons have sort of perfected their design. They don't really change much. No frills. I'm not going to this grocery store. This was one of my least favorite grocery stores to go in. Dennis, maybe. Yeah, I don't know if I can think of very many other people I know who don't drink coffee. I don't remember this. Super bargain cocktail and snack bar. Interesting. It's not open. It's not too late for cocktails, is it? I don't drink coffee or pop. Oh, we have another one. I do drink pop, but only root beer. And I try to get the root beer that is caffeine free. Like mug root beer is good. Hey, Tiana. Hey, it's Blondie's Pizza. This is a really good pizza place too. I've been to their location on, or just off of Ossington, on the Ossington Strip there, just on a side street. It's good. I haven't been to that location though. It was also in the One Bite Pizza Review YouTube channel when they were in Toronto. Yeah.
Really nice.
Yeah.
I'm a YouTuber too.
You are too? Yeah. Cool. What's your channel?
MB_Airlord.
And what do you do on your channel?
I just like almost anything that I do, like if I'm on the streetcar, just anything.
Oh, so you like travel around and stuff?
Yeah.
Okay. Yeah, me too.
Sometimes I do like this one.
Yeah.
But you're doing it professional. I just hold it in my hand.
Oh,
I
yeah?
need to get like the sticking things.
Okay, well, check it. I'll check out your channel. Mine's the Ken Continuum.
Oh yeah?
Yeah.
But do you like walk around the city?
Yeah. I've been walking around for 2.5 hours in the cold.
I really love seeing YouTubers around, like, you know?
Yeah. All right.
How much is this stick thing?
It's about $160.
And you'd say it's worth it, right?
Oh yeah.
Yeah, because it keeps it stable. It
Yeah.
keeps it stable, right?
Oh yeah, for
Yeah.
sure. Yeah. So. So I'm not sure if I think that's an old video of mine.
Oh, you're doing good. You have ads.
That's
I'm
like.
almost monetized.
Are you? Yeah. Keep it up. Keep it up. Yeah, it's an old live stream from before,
Yeah.
but my channel name should be somewhere around there. You can click on it. Wow, thank you. Thank you very much. You too. Yeah, see you. Yeah, very, very cool dude. You just subscribe to my channel. He's also a YouTuber. Hey, do you want to say the name of your channel to my viewers?
King B_A Lord.
All right, awesome, thanks.
So subscribe to my channel and his as well.
You heard.
Watching.
You heard him. Thanks, man. That's right. My gimbal's acting up. There we go. Yeah, there he is. King B. Hey, how you doing? So everyone, check out his channel. He's a YouTuber. Sounds like he does some somewhat similar content to what I do. So welcome and thanks for subscribing. I'll definitely check out your channel and I'll subscribe as soon as I get back home. I ran into a couple of friendly people on the stream tonight. First that girl at the U of T campus. Now King B in Cabbagetown. Hey, Greg Hubers, hello. Hello, Jeff Karnachan, if I'm pronouncing that correctly. So now we're walking past Regent Park. There's a look into the neighborhood. And you can see the financial district skyline over that way. A bit of the CN Tower peeking above. I just realized I still have my sunglasses on. It's dark now. I didn't even notice. I guess I'm doing the Corey Hart thing again. I totally forgot that I had them on. Giuseppe, I haven't, but I walked past it earlier and I mentioned that I hadn't tried them. I'd like to though. Here, I'll give you my Corey Hart here. Sunglasses at night. I wear my sunglasses at night. Alright, we're at Dundas in Parliament. So this is where I ended my recent video, walking through the so-called sketchy parts of downtown East, and I think I'm going to end the stream here also and head inside this fresco. This one's closer to my place than the other fresco. I'm about a 7 or 8 minute walk from home here, so I'm going to head inside, get a few things, defrost my face and hands, and then head on home. So thank you everyone for joining me on the stream tonight. I had a great time walking around in the cold. It wasn't so bad really, just the wind every now and again, but we made it through. So big thanks to all of you who stuck it out and watched me walk around, and welcome to any new viewers who discovered my channel tonight. And thank you for subscribing to those who did subscribe, and anyone else who hasn't, be sure to hit the subscribe button and hit the notification bell, and you'll be notified as to when I do my next live stream, which should be in just 3 or 4 days. That's my usual pattern for live streams. But I'll also be premiering a pre-recorded video tomorrow evening on my channel, so I hope you can also check that out, and everyone else as well. Hope to see you there. So big thanks to everyone in the chat tonight. Big thanks to the mods, and big thanks to all those who sent support with your super chats, super stickers, or any PayPal donations. Very, very much appreciated. It means a lot that you support the channel. And until next time, I will continue. So have a great night, everyone. I'll see you all again soon. So, sunglasses at night. I guess I'll take them off now, but... All right, have a good night, everyone. Until next time.